Well, I'm pretty much all out of coffee, so it's time to switch over to the water. Time to get hydrated over here. And welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope that you are doing well. Almost knocked over my mug. Fortunately, it was not really full of anything. Anyways, you're not here to talk about mugs. You're here to talk about Dave Matthews Band. So we're listening to this track here off of their album Crash, released 1996. That would be Lie in Our Graves. We're listening to this track primarily because it's the favorite song that was suggested to me by Demon T82. So Demon, thank you so much for the suggestion and the recommendation. But you're not the only one that had suggested this track. We also have Shudu Hammy, Old Town Bear, Deep Water Life, Giovanni, Chrissy Kennedy, JLK, Mary Lynn, and Dunlap. So thank you all so much for the suggestion. It's been a little bit since we've listened to anything from the DMB, but every time that we have, we've enjoyed it. So let's go ahead and do so now. We will talk about it a little bit after. Here we go.
Oh, when I step into the light, my arms are open wide. Oh, when I step into the light, my eyes searching wildly. Would you not like to be sitting on top of the world with your legs hanging free? Would you not like to be? Okay, okay, okay. When I'm walking by the water, splish, splash, me and you taking a bath.
Strumming. Is that Carter still?
When I'm walking by the water,
Yeah, it is.
come up through my toes to my ankles, to my head, to my soul, I'm blown away.
Sax coming through. Go. It almost has this Irish kind of sound to it. Pull it off.
When I'm walking by the water,
Nasty roll.
splish, splash, me and you taking a bath. Oh, when I'm walking by the water, it comes up through my toes, to my ankles, to my head, to my soul, I'm blown away.
Why is he so busy? Just take a break, man. The hi-hat signal everything, you know that. Blooming. This is a flower blooming right now. hi-hats going. Put down a constant beat on the snare.
And I can't believe that we would lie in our graves, wondering if we had spent our living days well. I can't believe that we would lie in our graves, dreaming of things that we might have been. Would you not like to be? I can't believe that you would not like to be. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay.
2 words, Carter Buford. The drumming is out of this world. Ever since the very first time, the very first song that we listened to from DMB on this channel with 41, just a monster when it comes to the drums. The hi-hats are so clean. They're so crisp. This is KFC chicken skin crisp. It is amazing how he's able to pull all of that off. Even the beginning, like even the first part where he comes in, that kind of, you know, just rolling on the snare and keeping that beat, putting out extra kick drums during it.
Oh, and blown away.
Like, just the way that he's performing in that particular section is just so dynamic. And, like, there's no doubt about it. No. He is not a pocket drummer in this song. No, he's not. He is a busy man. He's working overtime in this song. Even during the verses when it's relatively quieter on everything else, he is putting in work. He's the guy that comes in early and leaves late. He is always at the factory. You show up and you thought you were 5 minutes early, and he's already like hard at work sweating. He is ever so busy. Yes, there are a few moments where he does give rest alongside the rest of the band, which I love the first time that comes around. I don't remember the exact minute it happened, so I can't catch it. But the first time it comes around, it's just like all the pressure is sucked out of the room. And you're just suspended. And it's like, you can catch a breath. You can finally inhale and exhale. And I think it's kind of interesting how at that point, and then as the song goes on, you're just hearing a lot of background conversation. Now, I wasn't completely paying attention to the lyrics, so I'm sure that kind of plays some part in it. We'll dive into that and check it out. But I just thought that was fantastic. Also, the first half of the song has this folky, near kind of Irish jig kind of sound to it, which I think is so cool. Because while it has that sound, and it does have that kind of heart to me, what I can tell, it changes it, which I think is just so phenomenal, into something a little bit more progressive in its own little way. Keeping the heart, keeping that cultural statement, but just changing it enough to give it a little bit of a modern revitalization, which I think is done fantastic. I haven't even mentioned anyone else besides Buford, and I apologize, but he's just the most impressive thing to me. The saxophone was wonderful from Leroy Moore, and then when the violin came in from Boyd Tinsley, like just wonderful stuff that's added into the music and truly makes a statement, has its own character, plays to the groove, and then gets out of there. I thought the guitar playing was really nice as well. I believe that there were at least 2 guitars. Yeah, you're going to have Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds in there, and I think that they played off each other very, very well. But man, come on, Buford. Come on. And then it just erupts into this sensational climax at the very end. That's a good track. Now, like I said, there was some conversation happening in the background from the halfway point forward, so let's see if that might, make sense with the lyrics. When I step into the light, my arms are open wide. When I step into the light, my eyes search you wildly. Would you not like to be sitting on top of the world with your legs hanging free? Would you not like to be okay? When I'm walking by the water, splish splash me, and you take in a bath. When I'm walking by the water, come up through my toes, to my ankles, to my head, to my soul, and I'm blown away. When I'm walking by the water, splish past me, taking a bath, I can't believe that we would lie in our graves, wondering if we had spent our living days well. Can't believe that we would lie in our graves, dreaming of things that we might have been. So, I think the focus of this song is, what's the word? Like, obviously, take advantage of the time you have. Don't let your dreams just be dreams. Do what you can to make them into realities. And of course, you're not always going to be able to achieve your dreams, but you don't want to lie in your grave, metaphorically, but to an extent literally, and think, man, I wish I had tried to do this. Man, I wish that I had attempted to achieve this goal or this success. You don't want to live your life with a regret of what could have been without giving it some proper effort. So, obviously, you're not literally going to be lying in your grave because you're probably not doing a lot of thinking if you are. But, the concept remains. I can't believe that we would lie in our graves wondering, would you not like to be? I can't believe that you would not like to be. Okay. And so here's how, if I'm listening to the conversation that's happening in the back, I couldn't make out even one word that's happening while the music was playing. But reading the lyrics, I'm imagining, I don't necessarily think this is what's happening, but I'm imagining that he's talking about lying in our graves from the perspective of someone who has died and lying in the grave. And perhaps the conversation is people at the funeral or memorial above ground talking. That conversation. And maybe they're talking, I imagine they're talking about the person. And maybe in a sense, once again, metaphorically, if the person in the grave could overhear the conversation, has that person gone to the grave with regrets and, man, I wish I could have said this or done this or, that kind of thing. Like, that's what I'm getting. What are people going to say about you after you're gone? And are you leaving with any regrets? That's a good way to sum it all up. Man, but Carter. Oh! Thank you all so much for the recommendation. Thank you for the suggestion. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed the music. Of course, press the like button. It helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you'd want to. You don't have to, but you can. You can also support the channel on Patreon for as little as $2 a month. You do not have to, once again, but it goes a long way. Otherwise, please enjoy the rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.